Well, hi everyone. Welcome to another update on what OTI is doing this week. And last week was pretty good, and certainly the Ballarat chilly weather didn't affect our horses, Shane.
Doing great things for our horses, Terry. Darren Weir, obviously with Au revoir at Flemington on Saturday. Great training effort. He took the horse to Burrumbeet, I think it was earlier in the week, for 2 trials in the one day of 1,000 metres. And in that second trial, you certainly saw a difference in the horse, and he took that to the races on Saturday.
It was great, and for Archie to get a win at Morphettville was super.
Yeah, another imported stayer named Nora Lim. He'd been coming back from an injury layoff, second up, and an excellent effort to win over 2,400 metres.
And the way he went, I don't think it'll be his last. So a couple of weeks, and he might be making the trip back to Adelaide. There are some good efforts amongst the younger brigade last week. Street Boy had a great run first up, and we've got more to come.
Yeah, it's fantastic for us. We're renowned for our stayers and our imports, but to have some 2 and 3 year olds at the track is really exciting. Street Boy was one of those at Geelong last Friday. He was quite a little bit unlucky, I would have thought, to not hold on. Exposed early and held on pretty well, but just got taken late by 2. And then tomorrow we've got a 2-year-old named Cause at Pakenham, and on Wednesday a 3-year-old named Zapping for Tony McAvoy at Balaclava, who, on all indications on exposed form, may prove hard to beat. Yeah, they're both very nice horses, and Cause certainly with Matty Kamani, who has also just got another horse. For those that don't know, I haven't seen any publicity yet, Americane had its first win at Woodbine in Canada over the weekend, so he's off and away, which is great because we've taken a bit of an interest in Americane stock with Mississippi, where shares are available if anyone wants any. Cause, she could be a filly if she runs well tomorrow that could be around in spring. Yeah, Matt will just have to space her races or give her a little let up to the spring, and hopefully she can develop into an oversaw. I think Au revoir, who won on Saturday, he's probably going to need a bit of a let up too, because there's not much around if you've got a 2,400 metre horse at the moment. So we might even look at a race like the Metropolitan for him or something like that. Okay. In Europe, big week, Goodwood week this week, and while we might be racing for some big money here, which we'll talk about in a minute. We've got Fastnet Tempest entered in a £50,000 race, which for English racing, which usually only pay the float fee, is a good run, a good race. So we're really looking forward to that, because this is one of the horses we've mentioned earlier who has a real future, and we wouldn't be surprised to see him really do well when he eventually gets to Australia. But back here, our old favourite Scazozo. Scazoso's back. You remember he won 2 weeks ago at Caulfield in nice style. He's going to a Super Vobis Stayers race worth 150,000 plus Vobis money. So a great race for young stayers. Set weights and penalties. He'll get in on even weights with all the same age, but the 3-year-olds get a touch better in the weights. Yes, and they're probably the ones to beat. But look, it is tremendous, this new Vobis system that they introduced a few years ago, which does keep paying for horses when they're a bit older, and certainly for OTI and most of our horses, as you know, are stayers. That's great when you've got a 2,400 metre aged stayers race. It's Vobis qualified, because it really does encourage the breeders to get involved in the first place and for us to come along and buy the stock. So I think that's enough. Yep.
Thanks very much, Shane.
Thanks, Terry.
Hopefully we're talking about some more winners next week.